Howdy friends, it's Kathy from Rest Paper Scissors, and I wanted to do a quick little video today. First of all, a little video on encouragement, and then I have a little hack or trick I wanted to show you, to share with you. The first thing I wanted to say was about encouragement. I am so encouraged by the comments that y'all leave, and it just keeps me going forward and trying new things. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about today was, reaching out and trying new things. There's always a learning curve when you're trying something new, and don't get discouraged. I know this has happened to me several times. I've made something and maybe I wasn't just super excited about what it was, or I didn't like it, and I wanted to throw it away. But I've learned if I'll put it aside and come back to it at another time when I can look at it with fresh eyes, sometimes I see it does have redeeming value, and I'll save it and use it. So that's one of the things I wanted to say about, just try something new, and then, if it doesn't look exactly like you want it, come back to it and you may like it. The other thing is I was challenged to do a shabby chic video, and I'm so close. Let me see if I can, and there. And so I have made this is the bare bones of it, and I'm trying to finish it up. But, it was quite a learning curve using fabric and different things. So I just wanted to say, don't be too hard on yourself when you're learning something new. And I didn't know how to hold the fabric to sew it in to keep it straight. So that's what I was going to talk to you about today. When I was sewing this, I learned that I had to somehow get the pages. I used clamps and kept the fabric pages straight, so they would be flat in the journal. But on this one page I kind of messed up, and I've already fixed it, but I wanted to go on and show you what it was. It was this page, and I didn't get it straight, and so what happened on this page, it was a little off skew, and it really bothered me. And so what I did was I pulled it over just a little bit into the spine here and kind of glued it down. And then I added a ribbon in the spine here to reinforce where I, pulled it over. And then I also did it on the back, and it's still kind of, I need to press it down. But now the page lays flat, and I like that so much better. So I always think about, I like to watch cooking shows, and I think about what Julia Childs said. She always said, you're alone in the kitchen. And that's, I apply that to my crafting. I'm like, I'm alone in the craft room. I could fix this. There are different ways. I've pulled pages out of books. I've, put something over a mistake. There's just ways to fix it. Don't give up on it. But like I say, I have pulled out pages. I don't recommend that. But I had an idea, and this goes back to part of my tip. I don't know if any of y'all have a Cricut, but I have a Cricut and I love it. And I have some old Cricut mats, and this one I used it in one area too much, and it broke. So what I've done, I've cannibalized it, and I cut it down into usable pieces that I use as a small cutting board. And what I was trying to say was, let's say like I wanted to remove this page. I didn't like it. I had made a mistake. It had torn. What you could do would be take your Cricut cutting mat and put it in your journal. And then if it's still a little sticky, you can kind of press it down. And then what you could do would be take a scoring blade and cut this page out, you've still got a little bit of the page left. You're not cutting right into the spine. You're cutting a little away from the spine. So you have some of the page left, and you could use that as a hinge. You could cut it next to the spine if you wanted, but that would be a little more tricky. Then you just pull the paper off gently, and that's another way is if you had a larger page, and let's say I wanted to stamp on it or something. If you had a bigger piece of this cutting mat, you could put it in there, and then you could stamp on it. It would hold it straight. You could cut on it if you had a cutter, or you could cut on it freehand. So there's just several different things that you could do with this Cricut cutting mat. Just you have to be kind of careful if the pages are very fragile. Mine isn't very sticky anymore, but it is that. So I wanted to show you one other thing that I did when I was making the little these little tags with the holes in them. I thought about, well, what about making making a hole in an envelope or something. So I wanted to make a hole in this little library card holder, but I didn't know how to do it. So what I did was I took a piece of my cut down Cricut mat, and I stuck it in here. I used a little circle cutter. These I think we are memory keepers, and it has a blade, and you just cut it out. And then I had my holes. So you could use this for envelopes. You could use it for a variety of things. And then this goes back in there. And then I could decorate the little tag if I wanted. I think it goes back in there. Always when you're on camera, it's hard. So there it goes back in. So that's just the tip I wanted to share was the Cricut cutting mat. I wanted to encourage you to try something new. And I wanted to say thank you for all the encouragement that you give me. I also wanted to say I've learned that an easy way to show your encouragement without having to write a comment would be just to hit the like button. And I know that like button does something special with maybe the way videos are shown on YouTube, and I think it can be very important. So I think an easy way to encourage somebody would be to like their video. So if you like this video, I would encourage you to hit the like button. Again, I want to thank everybody for your time and hope this was valuable. And I'll be back soon. Thank you.